I put together 6 EDC gear options that you're going to love or hate. If you like to keep all your gear organized in a small pouch or a small wallet like this, you might really like this setup. But if you're one of those people that likes to clip their EDC gear to your pockets, this is probably not the best setup for you. I really enjoy the challenge of outfitting a small little EDC pouch like this. Selecting the gear that fits just right is really fun for me. I like to squeeze as many small tools into a pouch like this as I possibly can. So you might think that micro tools like these, they're not as good as like a full-size tool, because it's obvious that these small tools, they just don't have the same power and leverage, and they're not quite as comfortable as the larger tools. So if you think about what you do on your daily routine and what you might need for your EDC, these micro tools, they may come in really handy for you. Take this Olight mini pin, for example. So a mini pin, they may not be as comfortable as a full-size pin. They don't fit your hand quite as well. They don't carry as much ink, so you may end up changing the ink cartridge a little more often. But from my experience, they're great for EDC and they get the job done. I think the Olight mini pin looks so good. It's one of my favorite design pins. This is the newer brass model that Olight came out with. I'm really a big fan of brass pins. I've had a couple that I've already tried, made by other companies. I just love the extra weight of the brass. It just gives it a quality feel to it, and it's going to tarnish a little bit over time. It's going to have that wear look. I think it's going to really look neat after a couple years of keeping it around, just carrying it. So I'm pretty excited to have this one. So what are y'all's thoughts on brass pins? Do you guys have them? Or do you have any other brass tools? Olight has done such a nice job on these bolt action brass pins, so I'm going to keep carrying them in my EDC. I'm definitely going to keep featuring them in my videos. I hope they keep coming out with more colors, more options. So finding an ultra compact flashlight for EDC is kind of a challenge. Most of your small lights, they don't put out a whole lot of power. My goal was to find one that would fit down inside this pouch. I had a certain pocket that I wanted to carry it in, so I was really looking for that perfect match. I knew I could fall back on an Olight if I needed to. They have a really good single AAA powered light. That's one of my go-to lights. But I was looking for something a little different just to see what else is out there. So check out this Wobin G2. This keychain size light is unexpectedly powerful for its size. It can make 500 lumens on its highest setting. That's a lot more than I could expect out of a keychain light. There's also some really cool features built into it. So if you twist off the end cap, there's a nice strong magnet exposed. I think it's really cool that Wobin, they integrated a keychain feature and a magnet into this light. I think that's neat how these companies, they just kind of make these little lights like Swiss Army knives. They pack so much into them. So I really like reviewing them. I like testing them. I think they're so cool. So for right now, I don't think I'm going to even keep the keychain feature on there. I'm going to keep this one in my pouch, and at some point it may go on my keychain. But for right now, I'm just going to leave it off and throw it in my pouch. So this little G2, it also comes with a pocket clip and a USB charging cable. I looked at the pocket clip. I really wasn't too excited about it. It's kind of plastic and looks like it might pop off. I just wouldn't trust it to clip it onto my pants pocket or something like that. It's a little bulky too. This thing's small enough where you could throw it down in your pocket if you wanted to. To me, there's no really reason to have a pocket clip on something this shape and size. You can either throw it in your pocket or in a pouch, or probably slide down in your wallet too. So for right now, I'm just going to keep it just like it is. Hey, what do you guys think about this green color? You can also get this light in a black or blue. So one of the main reasons I picked this little Wobin G2 is because it's so small. Fits down inside my little pouch really well. You can see this is a really small pouch overall. I've really started to appreciate how Hide and Drink keeps their leatherwork really clean, really classic, and very simple. This is their bourbon brown front pocket wallet. This little wallet is kind of on the small side compared to other EDC pouches. Adding the pockets on both sides, it really adds a lot of value to it. You can stuff a couple cards and some cash on this outside pocket. There's actually 2 pockets on the outside if you want to separate your cards and cash. I like how this leather pocket just wraps around both sides. It just kind of gives it an extra layer of durability. It serves a purpose. They created pockets with it. Just makes a little wallet a little more durable with the extra layer. So if you're looking for a minimalist wallet with a little extra room for EDC, this is a great pick for you. Let me know down in the comments if you guys like these type of wallets. So for this pocket right here, it's pretty narrow and it's the shortest one. So you're kind of limited on what kind of items you can put in here. If you have a mini pin or a really small pocket knife, it might be a good fit for this pocket. I think I found the tiniest knife to go in this pocket. So the one I selected to carry in this pouch is the Buck 375 Deuce. I think it's probably the smallest knife that I have right now. And it's definitely the narrowest knife I own. I think these tiny little knives, they have a purpose in the knife world. There's so many heavier duty knives that are almost unbreakable. They're just very, very sturdy. But these are very intricate blades. They're very thin. And I think they have a great purpose in your pocket with your EDC. It may not be your main knife, but it's a great little addition to do some fine work. These are great for pocket carry because they don't take up much room. This little knife could get lost behind a quarter, it's so small. But it's not going to get down your pocket and get sideways and just be real uncomfortable when you're sitting. It's not much thicker than a pin, so you can count on this thing not getting in your way. If you want to add it to your EDC pouch, you can sneak it in behind something. There's probably room in your pouch for something like this. And when you have two blades, you can kind of designate one to be your extra sharp blade. You can keep a real nice fine edge on it, and you can make the other blade your workhorse, where you're going to cut just about anything with it. Just don't put this thing in don't try to pry anything with this knife. You're gonna mess up your blade. It's not what it's here for. So they call this handle, they call it burl wood. I think it's a nice natural look. It's just the whole thing just looks really neat. It's got these brass features, and it also has the little brass pins that go through the handle. It just has a real classic look to it. If you ever had a grandpa or knew an older man, this is the kind of knives they have in a coffee can in their garage. So these are just something nice to have. I think I'd like to start collecting more of these. So I have a little update on this CRKT bit driver. I started carrying it without the pocket clip. I just took it off and kind of put it on the shelf. I just started noticing it kind of gets in the way, and I want to start carrying this thing in my pouch. So having that pocket clip on there was it's kind of nice looking, but I just thought I would just go without it. I've really been enjoying carrying these pocket drivers. So if I come across a piece of furniture or a door handle, like a deadbolt that has the little Phillips screws, I'll just tighten it up on the spot. If I have this in my pocket, it's so handy. It's like, I just can't pass those things up. I'll just fix them right there. So you guys may have seen this little titanium toothpick holder in some of my other videos. So I've been kind of looking around for other little gear items to keep in here. So this kind of little update on it. So you can actually put your bit driver bits down in here. It holds 2 bits really easy with extra room, and it almost holds 3. So I may keep one of these in my pouch just to hold a couple extra bits. I wish it would almost squeeze 3 in there, but it doesn't quite do it. But I think it's a neat little update for this tool that I'm finding other uses for it. Hey, so what do you guys think about the tools I picked for this little EDC kit? Hey, so I know the knife and the flashlight was a little off the wall. They're a little different than most of your EDC items that you see out there. You just don't see too many flashlights like this. I've never seen a flashlight that had the light bulb mounted on the grip area. It's just something different that I've been having fun with, and it's really a nice bright bulb, so I'm enjoying it. Hey, if you guys want to put together a little kit like this one, I'll leave a detailed list of all these items down in the description of my video. Hey, I just wanted to show you guys these little camping lanterns made by Nightcore. Nightcore sent these to me just to test them out and take a look at them. I think they're kind of cool. I really enjoy sitting on my patio, so I'm going to try to set them up out there. I have some string lights out there, but I have a few places where I don't have lights. So I'm going to clip these things on when I'm out there with my family and just make it look a little bit nicer out there on my patio. I have a shed out in my backyard with no lights. There's no power going to it, so I may take one of these with me and see if I can find a place to mount it out there. The little hoop that you attach this to, it's magnetic. It's really easy to go up to something and just snap it in. So it's powered by 3 AAA batteries. And once you turn this a little bit to activate them, there's a little flat spot right here. That's how you're going to change the brightness setting. You can turn it off, turn it on, and just keep going through the settings. It gets up to 100 lumens, and that's going to be a nice little light for your just to add some ambiance to your outside. And if you guys are going to the beach or you're going camping, just throw one of these in your tackle box or throw it in your truck and just clip it onto a tree branch or something wherever you're camping or hanging out. If you have a pop-up tent, just add a little bit of light to wherever you're hanging out. It's just going to make it look nice. So you can get one of these in a green color. Also comes in white. You can also get one in yellow. Hey, and if you have a little girl, she might appreciate the pink one. There's also this purple color. Hey, in case any of you guys like to carry stuff in your shirt pocket, this shirt doesn't have a pocket on it, but a lot of my shirts do. And I noticed it'll fit down in your shirt pocket. That's kind of a neat feature. So if you're in the car, you're sitting at a table, you just want to get it off, out of your front pocket of your pants. It'll actually fit right here. I just thought I'd share that with you. If you guys have any ideas, be sure to leave me a comment. If you have any more questions about any of the items you've seen in this video, any of the tools, the pouch, just leave me a comment with a question. If I can answer it, I will. I appreciate you guys watching my videos and subscribing to my channel. Hey, you guys take care, and I'll see you soon.